Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I'm participating with several friends for Mix It Up Monday, and I'm also designing for the Shimmerz Paints design team using the August Color Kitz. Now I do have a full unboxing for the August Color Kitz on my channel. If you're interested, I will leave a link to that video down below in the description box. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So for the Mix It Up Monday, this is a hop hosted by Tara O'Rourke over in the Paper Snob Facebook community group. This is the sketch we were provided. It's designed by Narelle Faciolo. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but you can see here there's like a circular element on the side and 3 photos. So I also have 3 photos ready to go. And these are photos, there's my daughter there. These are photos of my daughter and some of her friends. They recently went to a youth conference for church, and so these are bright and colorful and fun photos, and so I thought these would be perfect to use with this sketch. It's not often I have landscape photos, so when I received these, I thought, oh, these are going to be perfect. I am pulling out my Shimmerz Paints August Color Kitz, which you can see here. There's lots of bright color. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. There's lots of florals in this kit for embellishments, but I think there was an element in this page, like a big circular element. I think there was a flower. So I'm going to flip through the pattern papers here to try to find that flower. But this also gives you an opportunity to see the papers in the kit. They are absolutely gorgeous. Here's that flower. So I think that maybe instead of that circular element on the left-hand side of the sketch, I might want to use this flower, like fussy cut it out. And I think that would work over here. So, or I could use like this design instead of that circle element. I like this too. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut the flowers, or that big flower, and see what that's going to look like. And then I'll arrange my photos something like this. Yeah, I don't think I like it on this swirl. I do want to try the flower. So off camera, I fussy cut the flower. So let me bring in my photos. If I'm looking at the sketch, there's 3 photos. They had one like over to the left a little bit. I don't know if that's going to work. I might have to just do all 3 of my photos in a row, and I think that'll be okay. I mean, you still get the idea. I was still inspired by the sketch. I'm trying to rearrange them here to see if there's one that I can maybe push in a little further, but I don't know that I want the flower covering the photo. It kind of looks funny. Let me bring in the sketch. Let me take a look at it. I'm actually looking at it off camera, so I apologize. I do want to matte each of these photos, and I love the blue in the flower, and since I'm going to use that, I think I want to go ahead and matte 2 of the photos in blue. And you know what? Since there's that yellow in the flower, I think I'll do that 3rd photo there. I'll matte it with the yellow. I printed these photos 3 by 5. I do print all my photos at home on my PictureMate 400. And then for my mixed media, I want to bring in some of the paints that were included in the color kits this month. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go ahead and matte the photos. So I went ahead and cut 2 of the photo mats, 3.5 by 5.5. And then I will just stress the edges. I'll do that off camera. I like, you know, a little bit grungy look, so I will distress the edges with my edge distressing tool. But let's go ahead and get these matted so we can see what that color looks like. I am working today on some mixed media cardstock. This is scrapbook.com mixed media cardstock. And before I put my paint down, I want to bring in a little bit of this Distress Oxide. Now this is the color Tumbled Glass. That's what it is, Tumbled Glass. And it's real faint, right? So I'm just going to put a little bit here, and I drew lines where I want my photos to go, so I knew where to put my ink, and then I'll bring in my Shimmerz paints. So there we go. That looks pretty good. Now I want to bring in my paint. So the paint I'm bringing in here, this is from the August Shimmerz Paints Color Kits, and this is called Winter's Mist. And this is a Shimmerz, and it's actually in the bonus bundle this month. So if the kit is sold out, you might check and see if there are any bonus bundles left. Otherwise, this is the Winter's Mist Shimmers. Now, if you're not familiar with what a Shimmerz is, they're already pre-mixed and they have a really pretty iridescent finish. They dry quickly and they stick to almost anything. So I love the Shimmerz Paints formulation just because they've got that really pretty iridescent finish to them that's so shiny. So I added a little bit of water to my mixed media cardstock first so that the paint would move around. And I've added some of this wintry, let's see, what's it called? Winter's Mist. And then I am going to add another color to that center. And since I used yellow, I think I'm going to go pull a yellow. Now the yellow I'm going to pull is not included in the kit this month. It is from my stash. And so the color I'm going to go pull is called Fire and Ice Shimmer. So here it is. It's a yellow. And I went looking through my swatch book to see which color I thought would match the best. And this Fire and Ice does. So I'm just mixing it up here with my paintbrush. I got it good and wet. Sprayed a little water onto my mixed media cardstock so this can move around. And not a lot of this is going to show because, you know, you can see where my photos are going to go. I'm going to add a few splatters here. And then I'll go ahead and set this off to the side to dry. So I like the way it looks if it air dries versus a heat gun. Sometimes the heat gun like moves the paint around. So I really like when it just air dries. So I've got my ceiling fan on, so this shouldn't take too long at all. It should dry quick. All right, now I love this flower that I fussy cut out, but I think it needs something. So I'm gonna bring in a little bit of this tumbled glass Distress Oxide ink, and I'm gonna go heavier around the outsides. And then you can see here, I actually used a little bit of like washi tape around that center so that I didn't get ink into the center. And I'm just gonna ink this up so that it's got that blue color. And I think that that's really gonna make it stand out and pop against my white background that's cardstock. So I'll just continue inking that up. Now I'm bringing in my Shimmerz Paints again. This is that same color, Fire and Ice. And I just want to paint the yellow portion of the circle. And the reason is that's going to give it that really shiny iridescent look. So that's really going to draw attention to the center here of this flower. So I'll take a few moments here to do that, and then I'll set this aside to dry. And then I'll go back to my layout and we can start assembling things and doing the fun part of embellishing. All right, so all of that's dried. I went ahead and glued my photos down. I love how the mixed media turned out. I love it so much. Now I want to add my flower, and it looks super pretty too. I did add a little bit of foam just to the petals. So I want the petals to kind of pop up and have a little bit of dimension, but then it can lay flat against the edge. So I'm going to put some wet liquid glue here. And the reason I'm using liquid glue is anytime you've got mixed media on your layout, I feel like liquid glue gives you that strong hold where a tape runner just doesn't stick over time to mixed media. Let me get it lined up just right. Oh, I kind of got it crooked. Let me get that lined up. I've got glue all over my fingers. Let me wipe that off. I don't want that on my layout. And doesn't that look stunning? Oh, I love it. I also pulled a few things from my stash. I love this stamp. It says love like Jesus. And then I pulled these dies from my stash as well. Now, the stamps were from Erin Lee Creative. They were called Faith Over Fear stamps. And then the die there was from scrapbook.com, and it's the nested zigzag frames. And when I thought I was cutting out those frames, I thought it would cut out the whole stamped image. And I went ahead and stamped that on that same yellow paper that was included in the kit. And it only cut out the frames, and like the center is by itself. So I thought, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to make this like an embellishment here. So I made two little frames. I mean, it was kind of like a happy accident, right? Because I thought I was getting just a little framed image with my stamp, and I thought about gluing it in, but then I really liked the way those frames looked, and it gave me some height and dimension here for this little cluster. So I'm going to add Love Like Jesus, and then now I want to add some of the florals that were included in the Shimmerz Paints color kits. Not a lot. I don't think this layout needs a whole lot of embellishing. And in fact, in the sketch, there wasn't anything shown. But I think a cluster up here is going to look nice. And this is like my title. So although I don't have a big title, Love Like Jesus is my title. And then, let's see. Oh, I found another yellow. Then I went ahead off camera and I did print my journaling into strips. And so I'm just going to trim these down and then I'll glue those down off camera. But my journaling says Steubenville Youth Conference. I love seeing Tatum choose to invest in her faith, while watching her grow spiritually and surround herself with others who share that joy is such a blessing. So that's what I have there, and I glued it down on the left-hand side. And now I want to just make a third little embellishment cluster, or I don't know if you call this, yeah, this is an embellishment cluster, because I'm going to add another flower over here with some foam. I'll glue in some of the leaves. And I think that those green leaves just like really pop and they look good. So I'll add that, and then maybe even another set of leaves. I like the idea of adding another set, kind of framing in the edge of this photo. I'm not covering up anyone important. You can't even see those little heads. So my daughter Tatum is in this bottom photo. She's the second one from the left. She's with her bestie Kendall there. And then in that center photo, she's way in the back. And then in the top photo, she's on the far right. So I just think these pictures are so cute. You know what? I think I'm going to add a third embellishment cluster up here. I want to add some of these hearts. I really didn't want to introduce any other colors since I don't have any other colors introduced on the page. And my photos are so colorful. I think it would take away from them if I added too much color. So I like leaving it just this two-tone. So I'm going to add two little hearts up here. I glued one straight down to the photo, and then I popped that other one up on some foam. And now I think I want to add one of these enamel flare dots. So I think I'm going to add the blue because that will match, right? The other ones wouldn't really go. So I'm going to add this, but first, before I glue that down, I do want to make like a little tangled thread nest. So I pulled some of this yellow sewing thread here, and I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers a few times, make a little messy nest, and then I'll add a little bit of liquid glue and pop this down. And then I'll add my little enamel flare dot that came in the kit right on top. And doesn't that look cute? Oh, super cute. Love that. And let me see if there's anything else I want to add. I'm thinking about maybe adding some blue leaves just to kind of beef up these clusters a little bit. So I'm going to add a blue leaf here. And since I did that to that cluster, I want to repeat that same element down in my other cluster. So I'm going to add one here, but I think I need to tuck it like behind the photo, behind the flower a little bit more. And I love the way that looks. So now let me look back through the embellishments. I think I want to use some of these wordy bits. So this one here says best day, and I'm going to audition it in several places, but I think it looked really nice and pop over here on top of the journaling. So we'll do best day, and maybe I'll find one more of these. I think there's one in blue. So there's so sweet in blue, remember, and then I think there's one that says date. Let me find it. Yep, date. Here it is. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive, and I'm going to add this here to this bottom right. This dude had a funny look on his face, and I don't know who he is. He's with another group, so we'll just cover him up. He was kind of distracting. And then I'll go in and write the date, July 2026. So there, I have finished, and I love the way this turned out. This sketch has really jump-started my ideas, and I just love it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Don't forget to check out the description box because I will have a playlist to all those playing along, as well as some others that are participating strictly on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Bye.